everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany here with my co-host Emily Compagno. Also joining us, Fox News correspondent Molly Line, the host of Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy, and Fox News contributor.
Now, God only knows how he'll handle the rigors of a presidential re-election campaign or any additional crises between now and January 20th, 2025. And also what he didn't.
That, as he's just, again, the kindly grandfather saying, can't we unify? I'm the guy to do it, especially if he's against, because his staff doesn't trust him to work on a regular basis, really more than 20.
Certainly not the American way, is it? I mean, the reason that the freedom of the press is codified in the First Amendment. So we have reporters and journalists who can figure out what's happening in those private conversations and report on them in their early evenings. And, you know, let's give her some rest. Grandma doesn't have her finger on.
He is going to cover for Biden and his age. Look at the way.
For political purposes, my opponent's youth and inexperience. And of course, he won that election.
Apologized before because it's an outright lie. So they may have a defamation issue on their hands.
Okay, so good for Whoopi, I guess, chastising the audience. We don't boo here. She could have added all the vitriol on this show.
Every Monday, Kennedy, but to John Roberts' point earlier on this network.
Maybe she's on President Biden's schedule.
This is a big deal. You know, confronted by actual facts or statistics, including the truth that throwing money at something doesn't actually work, they simply falter and then
Terrible things and untangling all of that. So how does he make a dent forward and say, I'm your candidate and make progress in that direction? I think it was a great opportunity. Trail when she was supporting her husband Barack Obama in his run for the presidencies. So that's what it is. I think she's a target because people are concerned she's going to be very effective.
This terrible elitist attitude, though, Kennedy, to your point, it offends a broad swath of people. You know, I remember Peter Strzok's text to his lovebird Lisa Page, I believe it was to Lisa.
Walmart is great. I am actually a Walmart fan, and I have to say this Walmart sells far more organic.
It feels so repetitively disheartening to open up the paper and read what people actually think of us. We are the ones that put food on our table. We're writing the vile pus that came out of Katie Baker's fingertips on the computer.
About Trump voters not finding countries on a map and we were rubes, etc. You always hear this.
Lady, Casey DeSantis is a force of nature to be reckoned with, and I think we should.
Shoplifting epidemic that, for some reason, isn't being met head-on in cities like Chicago.
Yeah, and
can have. Not everyone knows how to use Amazon. Not everyone has those options that the young
out there. You can go and buy shaving cream and walk down an aisle and walk out of a store. It's phenomenal.
Among Democrats, like, aha, the pattern is broken. They're with us to stay. And if that's true, it's a really bleak future for Republicans.
Loan forgiveness idea, they're never going to see that. It was a very cruel promise that didn't go through Congress. But a lot of these issues, this utopia that they were promised, has not panned out at all.
On certain issues, and something that was perceived as a very far left stance then becomes a more moderate, normal stance, and you get more people in a party. So we'll see what happens in the next election.
Way, I would just say, even though these are some encouraging signs for the Republicans, they still
from Gen X. One of the other things in here was 11% have dropped a book in a bathtub. Who has time to
your text?
Oh no! Did you
read
send me something?
I sure did.
Now I'm scared.
Do you want to read it out loud, Guy?
No.
I am not going to. I'm not going to do that.
All right, guys, be sure to tune in tonight when our outnumbered co-host Harris Falk for watching us. And now here's America Reports.